What it do, everybody? You already know what it is. It's your boy Ty G back in the building. Just want to say prayers for anybody who's watching this and like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know what we're doing. Getting straight back into it. And the topic that we're going to talk today is pleasure versus purpose. Which one are you seeking? And you may be asking, what do I mean from that? I mean, in many actions that you're committing every day, are you seeking pleasure or purpose? And a quick example we'll get into is eating habits. Are you seeking to eat chips, donuts, cakes, cookies for the pleasure that it gets and the taste that you're getting and how good you may feel in that moment? Or are you seeking to eat things that are healthy, whether that's fruit, vegetables, protein, grain, meat, and you're understanding what to eat and how much of it you should eat and the portion sizes you have to remain healthy? And that's just a quick example, but the true meaning between pleasure and purpose is seeking what are you doing and how is it treating you? Is it tearing you down? Meaning that you're seeking constant pleasure, constant dopamine hit after dopamine hit after dopamine hit. Or are you seeking that discipline and dopamine detoxing? And you're seeking purpose, where you're saying, I could do this for a longer period of time. I could do this for a longer period of time. So you understand that you may be in a hard place, but seeking and being in that hard place for a long time will get you in a better spot in life. And there's too many of us that seek purpose or pleasure first instead of purpose. Because if you were seeking purpose first, you'd be moving more intentionally instead of moving just focused off your emotions, focused off what you want in that current moment, which is what so many of us do, which is what so many people do. You see it on social media all the time. You see it in relationships all the time. There may be somebody who's in a relationship and they may go and commit adultery against their partner because in that moment they were seeking pleasure. They didn't get the pleasure from their partner, so they went and they sought it from someone else. You see it with so many celebrity couples. You see it all around on social media. Just a split in how they treat relationships because people say, if I don't get the pleasure that I want, then there's no reason for me to be here, when being in a relationship's about purpose. Same thing with jobs. If you got everything you wanted from a job, do you think it would be hard? No, it would be easy. If you got everything you wanted from your career, it would be easy. There'd be no reason for you to get up and truly try. Everything would be easy, but there's a purpose in what you're doing. There's an impact in what you're doing. But some people can't see that. So what they'll do is they'll quit. They'll look for something easier. They'll look for something that's more pleasurable to them. And this is why I ask, what are you seeking? Are you seeking pleasure or purpose? Because it's so easy for you to seek pleasure. Okay, I'm going to go scroll on my phone, scroll. I'm going to say, I'm going to go to the gym in an hour or two. Hour goes by, another 30 minutes. I'll give myself another 30 minutes, another 30 minutes, another 30 minutes. Before then, oh, I'll just go to the gym tomorrow. All that pleasure I was getting from scrolling, watching videos, doing the things that I shouldn't be doing, instead of seeking the purpose, which is getting healthier and going to the gym, I didn't do. And you see this in the Bible where it says those who seek pleasure, it will kill you. The pleasure that you continue to seek, it'll literally kill you, because guess what? That dopamine hit you got yesterday is not going to be the same today. You're going to need something stronger. It becomes a drug. Just like how you see people who do drugs, and first you start out with a small amount, then you need more, then you need more, then you need more, then you need more, then you need more copious amounts of drugs just to get that same high, just to get that same level of dopamine hit that you're looking for. In that same way, that's how it is when you're seeking pleasure. You're gonna need more of it. And it's a never-ending cycle when you continue to seek that pleasure, and there's no intention, there's no purpose behind it. There's no purpose. It just continues to drag you down. And truth be honest, you don't even feel good after doing it. You may feel good in the moment, and after you do it, you may say, why did I do it? I don't understand it. But you're allowing yourself to continue to fall again and again. And it happens to so many of us. But then you have to sit down and ask yourself, am I seeking pleasure or purpose? Because let's say you got purpose behind something. Okay, I know why I'm working this job. I'm going to stay here for a year, 2 years, save up X amount of money, get this on my resume. So then I can go apply for a better job where I may have better hours, where I may be able to see my family more, where I may be making more money, where I have time to work on my side hustle. Or I'm working this job, I don't like it, the managers are rude, everybody's mean, I hate the customers, and now I'm gonna quit and find some other job where I'm probably making the same money, and there's no purpose in me moving from A to B, and it's just lateral. There's no vertical movement. There's no purpose in what you're doing. Okay, after I leave this job, then I could save up enough money to start this business, and I could work this next job where I could fund more of the money in there, and eventually when the side hustle becomes more than the salary that I'm making, then I'll just go and focus on the side hustle, which will be my business. There's the purpose right there. There's the intention right there. Then you got people who say, okay, the purpose of the job is I'm gonna work, and then the weekends I'm gonna go party and get really drunk with my friends. I'm gonna go seek the pleasure, and there's no purpose in me working all week. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work all week, feed my pleasure, then do the same never-ending cycle. 5 years goes by, 10 years goes by, and you're doing the same thing. And there's no purpose behind it. The pleasure that you continue to seek that week on the weekends, you're going out, you're getting drunk, you're going out, you're eating all this junk food, you're doing all these things that you're not supposed to be doing if you're seeking purpose, because the pleasure that you're seeking now continues to tear it down. Now you go back to work and you're dreading it. Oh, I spent all this money, now I gotta work these hours to get this money back so that I can do it all over again. And you don't even really feel good after you do it. You wake up, oh, what did I do this weekend? What are you doing? That's the question you should be asking yourself. What are you doing? Are you seeking the pleasure of the never-ending dopamine that you need from hour to hour, minute to minute, day to day? That constant dopamine that you're seeking, every single time that you get it, you're always going to want more. It's never going to be enough. Which is why you have that constant battle of pleasure or purpose going forward, because now you think that your purpose is rooted in pleasure. I'm not happy in this situation, so I leave. I'm not happy doing this, so I leave. I'm not happy in this, so I leave. You're constantly focused on you being happy, the pleasure that you get from something, and you're not seeking the purpose. You're not being intentional. Okay, if you have a family, don't you think there's times that you're going to have to sacrifice and be intentional, and there's going to be a purpose behind it? You might not be happy doing it, but you have to do it because you're looking out for somebody else. It's a bigger picture than you. It's bigger than just you. And that's what you're feeding when you're only focused on your pleasure. When you're only focused on your pleasure, you're only feeding yourself. You're not feeding others. What pleasures me is not going to pleasure the next person or the next person or the next person. But if I'm only seeking my pleasure, then me being purposeful and looking out for everybody as the group is not going to be helpful. I'm going to be only focused on myself. I'm going to be as selfish as possible. This is why it's important for us to act out of purpose and not pleasure. Because when you're constantly seeking pleasure, you only care about yourself. You only care about yourself. You don't see the bigger picture. How can you have a family if you're only seeking your pleasure? Because you might have to do things for them that's purposeful, but it's not going to be pleasurable to you. And now you're going to be mad. Now you're going to be upset. And then what, you're going to walk out and leave your family? We see people do it all the time. Is that okay? Does that mean you should do it? Absolutely not. And that's what it is when you choose to follow your pleasure instead of your purpose. You're only thinking about yourself. That's it. I'm only thinking about what I can gain from the situation. Instead of, okay, let me look out for other people. Let me be humble. Let me do for others as I would hope they do for me. Okay, then it starts to come back around, and I can truly say that I'm starting to contribute to society in a great way. Or let me just focus on my pleasure and what I get. You see people, what they do when they focus on their pleasures. Look at the rise of OnlyFans. People can't stop pleasuring themselves. Look at how much money people are making from it. So all you care about is pleasure. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. This quick dopamine hit I need. And you're going to realize it in the differences of people when you start to grow up. Because then you got those people who constantly chase pleasure. They get overweight. They may be working the same job that they got from an entry level. family member, or they have a relationship, but it's not strong. They may be lacking in faith. And you see it over and over and over again. When people get older, it's the constantly seeking pleasure, constantly seeking pleasure, constantly seeking pleasure, and they're going nowhere. And you know what you're doing with your seeking pleasure. Are you eating that donut? Are you eating that cookie? Are you eating that cake? Are you eating those foods? Eating that steak? Eating them eggs? Are you locked in to your purpose, or are you focused on your pleasure? Remember this at the end of the day. The word fun is in funeral. That's the first 3 letters. The word fun is in funeral. So if you constantly seek fun, if you're constantly seeking pleasure, you're killing yourself. Building that funeral. Building that funeral. Go ahead. Keep doing it. Because at the end of the day, you're an adult. Nobody's going to stop you. But understand what comes with seeking your pleasure constantly. Understand what comes with constantly only thinking about yourself. What are other people going to say? Oh man, that person's cool, but you can't really trust them. Don't worry. Don't really trust their word. They really only look out for themselves. Okay. Dang, I thought he was a cool person. I thought she was a cool person. Nah. Most of the time, they only care about what they can get out of the situation. Think about it if somebody says that about you, are you going to be happy about that? When they say that's your character? Because you constantly seek pleasure? Oh, yo, that person's dope. You know, they helped me out when I had a flat tire. They helped me out when, you know, I was looking for a job. They helped me out. They helped my family members out. I'll do whatever. That's the type of person that'll give their shirt off their back for you. They got purpose. Yeah, this person, they built themselves up, but he's also always humble. He doesn't show off much. You know, he'll share what he does with others. Or nah, if you ever talk to him, all he talks about is everything he got. Flexing what he got, flexing what she got. And this is what I'm trying to lead you down. Are you focused on the fun and the pleasure, or the purpose? Are you building life, or are you building death? But alright, man, I'm gonna head out of here. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, always drop in gems, and I'm gonna tap in with you on the next video. Let's get it.